Um, Welcome to my world for the afternoon wrap this is the 19th, Monday the 19th of October. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon. So I thought we'd go over a few things. I finally got about 9/10 of my charts up and going here. Um, One of the things that we keep noticing, I don't know how many of you were trading the TF today, but I'm going to show you some entries on my TF chart. So hopefully you'll start to see what we're talking about. Um, but the VIX is down. It finally broke 16 and it's down, trying to go beyond 15. It's trading 15.35 right now. And as it does that, these indices should be going up, and they are really having a hard time. They're struggling to keep going like they did last week. If we have bond traders, I'm sure you had a wonderful afternoon from, I don't know, about 10:30 or 11 on. We'll see how far that goes. Tomorrow morning there's going to be a lot of news coming out, so especially at 8:30, be very cautious about entering any trades right at 8:30. Building permits and housing starts will be out at 8:30. The CAD wholesale sales will be out, but right at 9 o'clock, again at 9:15, we have a couple of these nitwits that will be speaking, and then the largest one, um, not the largest one, I would say the biggest nitwit, will be speaking at 11 a.m. So the financial markets are all going to wait to see what she says tomorrow at 11 o'clock, and there might be a little case of the jittery nerves. And then after that hits the news, I expect the markets may move. They will either be very happy or not so much. They would like to raise the interest rates, but they don't seem to be able to find a good spot or a good excuse, or they're making excuses not to, or something. So anyway, be aware of that tomorrow, because that's going to be a very interesting morning tomorrow. And one thing that I do notice is Brent has gone down a little bit more significantly than the West Texas crude that we trade. In the last half hour, it's kind of drifted, and then it stopped and hovered for a while, and then it took a pretty good move down within 30-minute time. So having said that, this morning we were kind of talking about, I'll bring my TF chart over here. We were kind of talking about looking for these entries off of TF. TF, particularly when crude oil does this business right here, and this, I just hate that stuff. So when it starts that, I just ignore it. And we'll have to see. But one thing I do notice is it has come up here and hit this twice, and then it tried a third time, and it looks like it might be starting to go down in the after the pit closes here. But as we look at TF for these entries that we're talking about, I just personally like to use this chart because I like to see these deviation mountains. They're really solid. That's a really solid indicator. So if you go back this morning, here was an E entry coming off of this green ice, and then it did chop around a little bit, and this is what told you it was going to do so. For this to keep going down, you're going to have this mountain continue down, and it didn't want to do that. So let it get down here someplace until it puts in another E. So this would be an entry for 15 ticks. This, if you miss that one, this would be another E for 15 ticks off of this elevator. This would have been, but it's not one that I would be willing to take because it's going right into this big magnet. The top of the range channel's right up here, and it's pushing new highs right here. So there were two right here, and there was a couple more earlier. One right here. The first one after the A or the P is likely to be the best one. And here after the A, this was a great one, and it just kept on going. So this was a little bitty one, but still. And as it crossed the EMA, that was one also. So there are opportunities. You just have to kind of know what you're looking for and practice patience. Picky, patient, and paid. You just have to pee a lot. That's all. Once it bounced right in here, it started this again. Here's another one and another one, and you can see what's happening here. As that goes down, this is going to continue to go up. It's building another mountain. So here was 1, 2, 3 entries off of this, or you could have taken it up here someplace, maybe as it crossed the settlement, and just taken it down to yesterday's low, which is right here, instead of trying to get in and out. But when you're trying to learn how to do this and you're looking to just scalp for 15 ticks, here we go again. After the E, you had an entry here, you had an entry off of this bar. Here's another slingshot right here. Then these two I don't like very much because they're going right into settlement, and at settlement, that is a major street for the bus driver. But you should have been able to find your three entries just using that one simple little strategy. It's really pretty easy, and if you can perfect that and get real comfortable with it, it will definitely add to your tick bank every day. So I am hoping with the new Ninja Trader that we can get an alarm system set on this that we can use to there is a price level indicator. It makes a doorbell, and you find it in the indicators. Let me show you here where that is, because whoops, well, it doesn't want to do it on that one. Here we go. Indicators. It is let's see, down here under price alert, you can set this. You need to, once you add it, the price, you don't want it to be zero. It depends on what you're trading. So for instance, if it was crude oil, I would put it in, say at 46.80, so you can find it. It'll show up on your chart. And then I have one of these down here, and you can wait, I did have one. Oh, here it is. You can grab this, and for instance, if you want to know when this crosses a certain level in here, you can take that and pull it down, and it makes a doorbell sound on your system, so at least it'll get your attention. For instance, if you had been watching this and you were waiting to see what this was going to do, if it was going to break the low here earlier, you could put it down here at the low of the day, and today it wouldn't have alarmed very much, or you could put it at the deviation or someplace you want to know that calls your attention. It calls you a ding-dong. Larry, I don't want to alarm you, but it's possible it's trying to tell you something, but oh no, maybe not. Anyway, if anybody it's calling me a ding-dong, trust me, especially today. So, and I believe you can set several of these. The problem with that is you can't change the sound, as far as I know. So it makes a difference. It's going to be, the doorbell going constantly. I think Lori tried that once and all her dogs started barking. So I think that's about all I see of major interest. The Canadian dollar really had a nice drop today, and it looks like it might be inclined to do that again tomorrow. So we'll see with the wholesale sales coming out. If those are disappointing numbers, I would expect the Canadian dollar may continue to drop a little bit. And that's about all I see of any note for right now. So with that, I will sign off and let you know that this has been my view from my world in Apex land, brought to you by Apex Investing. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Thanks.